What's up, guys? Scotty2 Hockey here, aka the Average Hockey Fan, and Cayden Primeau, Montreal's star goalie prospect, has been invited to the World Hockey Championships despite never playing a game in the NHL and having no true professional experience. He's been to the World Junior Championships, don't get me wrong. He has NCAA experience, great NCAA numbers, but for them to have faith in this kid is absolutely crazy that he's already going to the World Hockey Championships. Excuse me, I'm already saying junior with it because I'm so used to him being a junior player, but this is great news as a Habs fan because we don't get to watch playoff hockey, but we do get to watch one of our star prospects playing a great tournament, and he honestly could end up being the starter for his team. The other goalies that made the team were Thatcher Demko, Vancouver's young hot rookie goalie. He played 9 games for Vancouver last year, and in 9 games for Vancouver last year, he had a 2.81 goals against, a .913 save percentage, and a 4-3-1 record. He's only 23 years old. And the other goalie that made the team, I don't think it's a worry of being a starter. I think it's down to Primeau and Thatcher Demko myself, is Corey Schneider, a 33-year-old goalie who's on the back end of his career. And in 26 games played for New Jersey this year, had an abysmal 6-13-4 record, a .930 save percentage, and over 3 goals against with a 3.06 goals against. And he's 33 years old, and he only had 1 shutout. So for me, it comes down to Primeau and Thatcher Demko. Thatcher Demko is 23 years old, has NHL experience, and definitely has the upper hand. But Primeau is no joke either. He won the Mike Richter Award this year in the NCAA, the .1 goalie, the top goalie in NCAA Division I hockey. He had a 25. His record was actually 25, 10 and 1, a .933 save percentage, a 2.09 goals against, and 4 shutouts. But he did have a disappointing playoffs where he ended up losing in the first round, despite the year prior to that where he had a great rookie year. He had a good run to playoffs the year prior to that, but this year he ended up getting knocked out in the first round. But he also had a great World Junior tournament this year, too, because in the World Junior Championships, he had a 4-1-0 record, a 1.61 goals against, a .936 save percentage, and came up just short of winning a gold medal, losing to Finland in the gold medal game. But Primeau still played good and had a great tournament, and his stock definitely rose, although he's already drafted by the Montreal Canadiens. And this guy was an absolute steal. We drafted him in 2017, the 7th round, 199th overall, one of the best goalie prospects out there, and could give Price a run for his money in the future, but that's a conversation for another day. I would just like to see what Habs fans think. Do they think he's going to make the team? Because this year in the NCAA tournament, he was in NCAA league this year in Division I hockey. He was a first All-Star team goalie. He was in the NHL East All-Star tournament team. He was the NCAA Hockey East Championship, so the team won the East Championship. He was the East Tournament MVP, a.k.a. the Bean Pot Tournament, where they take the 4 best teams from the East, the 4 best teams from Massachusetts. They pit them against each other. Primeau had great numbers in that, and he ended up being the MVP of that tournament. And obviously, he won the Mike Richter Award, and he was the under-20 World Junior silver medalist. And if they had to win that tournament, he could have went on and won the MVP of that. So I cannot wait to see him play at the World Hockey Championships. Do you guys think that Cayden Primeau is going to end up being a starter and going to beat out Thatcher Demko? Because Thatcher Demko is no joke. He's Vancouver's young, hot rookie goalie, and I know the hockey guy is really big on him. He's a Vancouver Canucks fan. He's 23 years old. He has the experience. He has played games in the NHL. He has AHL experience as well. But Primeau is no joke. Primeau is 6'3", 198 pounds. He's only 19 years old. He still has growth to go. The goalie who he reminds me of the most, he reminds me of Ben Bishop when Ben Bishop was in Tampa, when Ben Bishop was in his prime, when he was putting the Habs out in the playoffs. That Ben Bishop, the Ben Bishop that could stand on his head. And honestly, Primeau looks bigger and better than what Ben Bishop did at his age, and Ben Bishop is a big boy in net. Just hope he's not made of glass like Ben Bishop is. But anyways, guys, that's an update on Cayden Primeau for you. I know we don't get to watch playoff hockey, but you should all watch the World Hockey Championships, and whether you're Canadian, European, or you're from America, you should keep an eye on Team USA, because our goalie could potentially be our starter, and if they went all the way and won the gold medal, he could even win the MVP. So we'd have a World Junior MVP coming in next year who had a hat-trick in his last game. We'd have the World Hockey Championships gold medalist winning goalie who could possibly be the MVP of the tournament. And we'd have Nick Suzuki, who could go on to win something in the OHL, could be the MVP of that tournament, and could win it all. Imagine that happened. Tell us we wouldn't have some of the hottest prospects out there. The Habs had to be top 10, and when it comes to prospect pools, we had to have a top 10 prospect pool now, with all of our prospects really, really lacing up their work boots this year and totally driving their stock up. Not only did players like Tatar, players like players like Tatar and players like, who am I forgetting right now? Players like Armia, and who else do we bring over from trade? And players like Max Domi, Somehow I got lost on Max Domi's name. Not only are players like Tatar, Armia, Max Domi stepping it up in Montreal and having career highs. Well, Armia had career high in goals. We also have our prospects lacing up their work boots and really stepping up their game and being invited to the World Hockey Championships without even playing an NHL game. So do you guys think Primeau will be the starter? Do you think USA has a good shot at winning the gold? And if Primeau is the starter, do you think he's going to be great in this tournament? How do you think he's going to fare against playing against actual men? Guys that could possibly be in the playoffs in this year in the NHL but aren't because their teams didn't fare well enough. He's going to be playing against some NHL competition for sure. So how do you guys think you do? Feel free to like. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Please ring the bell for my upcoming videos. And leave a comment on what you think Primeau is going to do in this tournament. Do you think he's going to start many games? I would assume he's going to start at least one game just to see what he's got. I don't think Corey Schneider is a threat as a starter. It's down to him or Thatcher Demko. Who do you think it's going to be? Thatcher Demko or Primeau? Is Primeau going to steal it, and can he go all the way? Possibly even be the MVP of this tournament? I think there's a good possibility that could happen. Maybe not the MVP thing, but I think he could end up being the starter, and Team USA could definitely make it to the gold medal game. Anyways, guys, this is Scotty2Hockey, aka The Average Hockey Fan, with an update on Cayden Primeau for you. He won the Mike Richter Award this year in the NCAA, #1 goalie in NCAA Division I hockey. He's going to the World Hockey Championships, and he's looking like a red-hot goalie prospect. You should all keep your eyes on him next year in Laval. That's if he's not the backup in Montreal. I don't see him rushing him that fast because this guy could give Carey Price a run for his money, and I don't see him wanting to push Price like that next year. So I think we're going to get a different backup. But do you guys think Cayden Primeau will thrive in the World Hockey Championship? I think he will. This is Scotty2Hockey, a.k.a. The Average Hockey Fan. Thank you for enjoying my video. Over and out.